in a world where good news is often outshone by bad. Every day, thousands of people try to make this world a better place, and our goal is to acquaint you with at least some of them. That's why we've decided to pay tribute to some of the animal heroes out there with these 7 short but incredible stories about some of their heartwarming acts. We think that everyone can learn something from these brave and noble animals. The cat nurse. The black cat in this photo is named Rademenes. In 2014, he arrived in an animal shelter in Poland with a severe disease of the upper respiratory tract, which caused him excruciating pain. His owners brought him to be euthanized, but the doctor decided to give him a second chance. To everyone's surprise, the cheerful cat made a quick recovery. Moreover, after overcoming the disease, the cat started to take care of other animals at the rehabilitation center and earned the nickname Nurse. Rademenes gives hugs to the other fluffy patients, warming them up as they rest and recover, and sometimes he even licks their ears. Today, the cat nurse is almost a full-time employee of the shelter. It is said that those animals which Rademenes looks after recover much faster. Now, doesn't that just show what miracles are possible by showing a little kindness? 𝗗𝗲𝘀𝗰𝗿𝗁, a carrier pigeon. 𝗗𝗲𝘀𝗰𝗿 was one of the 600 pigeons of the Signal Corps of the U.S. Army, which were used to exchange important information during World War II. In just 1 year, 𝗗𝗲𝘀𝗰𝗍 made dozens of combat flights and delivered 12 messages of particular importance. 𝗗𝗲𝘀𝗰𝗍's last trip took place in October 1918 during the 𝗱𝗲𝗀𝗿 offensive. The bird was injured in its chest, blinded in one eye, and lost one leg, but still managed to reach its destination and delivered its message. It helped save almost 200 soldiers of a battalion which had been cut off from its allies. In 2011, Time magazine included 𝗗𝗲𝘀𝗰𝗍 in the top 10 most heroic animals in the world. 𝗳𝗂𝗿𝘁𝗶𝘀, a truly heroic dog. 𝗳𝗂𝗿 is a charming half-breed of German Shepherd and Collie who saved the life of his 10-year-old owner, Charlie Riley. Charlie was playing in the street with his pet when suddenly a truck rushed onto the pavement at high speed, racing straight at the boy. The dog instantly pushed Charlie aside and took the brunt of the blow from the advancing truck. 𝗳𝗂𝗿 was thrown onto the road, and the truck, trying to escape from the scene, ran down the poor animal one more time. The brave dog miraculously survived, but he received several internal injuries, and his legs and spine were broken. Thankfully, timely veterinary care saved 𝗳𝗂𝗿 from death, but he had to undergo lengthy treatment and rehabilitation. Now the dog is completely healthy. He enjoys life among his family that is infinitely grateful to him for saving their son. 20,000 bees chased a car for 24 hours to rescue their trapped queen bee. On May 22, 2016, when 65-year-old Carol Howarth of Haverford West Wales went shopping, her car was swarmed with over 20,000 bees, attracting many passerbys. The beekeepers were called. They brushed the bees into a cardboard box as quickly as possible and waited for them to fly away. Believing that everything was back to normal, Howarth drove home after the incident, only to find the bees back the next morning. While wasps were flourishing, a swarm of bees was trying to get their queen back from a car in which she was probably trapped. After finding the swarm of bees again, Howarth contacted the beekeepers, who for the second time managed to remove the bees by 6 in the evening. Considered a very rare incident by local beekeepers, the queen bee is the mother of most, if not all, the bees in a colony. Since she is the sole adult mated bee in the hive, the bees usually follow her anywhere and go to any lengths to protect her. An orangutan that loves tiny tiger cubs. It is not unknown in nature for animals of one species to adopt or take care of an animal from another species. It's rare, but it's not unknown. On the list of animals who manage to foster rare bonds is an orangutan who takes care of 3 tiger cubs. A sweet, extremely loving orangutan at the Myrtle Beach Safari watched human caretakers tend to 3 tiger cubs, and then became a parent to them himself. He can bottle feed and watch after these adorable cubs, as well as any person can. The heartwarming, affectionate interactions between this orangutan and the baby tigers show how very human animals really are. One can see the primate feeding the babies, playing with them, and showering them with love, which made me a tad jealous. The cubs also seem happy with this parent from another species altogether. Tsunami orphaned hippo adopted by 100-year-old tortoise. The hippopotamus, nicknamed Owen, and weighing about 300 kilograms, 650 pounds, was swept down 𝗂𝗲𝘃 River into the Indian Ocean, and then forced back to shore when tsunami waves struck the Kenyan coast on December 26 before wildlife rangers rescued him. After it was swept and lost its mother, the hippo was traumatized. It had to look for something to be a surrogate mother. Fortunately, it landed on the tortoise and established a strong bond. They swim, eat, and sleep together. The hippo follows the tortoise exactly the way it follows its mother. If somebody approaches the tortoise, the hippo becomes aggressive, as if protecting its biological mother. Romeo the friendly wolf. Nick Johns is a photographer and author who has spent many years observing wildlife and is quite knowledgeable in the ways of nature. However, when one winter evening a lone black wolf appeared near his porch in 𝗗𝗄𝗃, Alaska, and his dog went out to meet it, he couldn't imagine what would happen next. The two animals did not attack each other, but started playing. Soon, the wolf became a regular and was given the name Romeo. Other locals also started to bring their own dogs so that they could play with the wolf. With time, Romeo even started to interact with humans. He played fetch, accompanied skiers, or simply laid down in the sun with them. The unprecedented relationship went on for 6 years and provided the basis for A Wolf Called Romeo by Nick Johns. Sadly, Romeo met an untimely death. He was shot by poachers from another state, but the memory of him lives on in the town. There is even a special plaque commemorating the friendly wolf.